private VLANs are not supported on all Cisco Catalyst switches. For example, at 2960, no private VLANs there, but it does have the protected port feature. And with the protected port feature, I can prevent traffic from flowing between two ports within the same VLAN within the same subnet. So in this example here, we have PC1 and PC2 in the same VLAN, same subnet, and by enabling the protected port feature on this interface and this interface, I prevent the traffic from flowing between these two devices. On top of that, I'm still allowing the traffic to flow out to the rest of the network. So this interface here is not a protected port, it's the uplink. It's the uplink to the distribution layer, where we might have our multi-layer switches or a router as we see in this example. And so the traffic can still flow elsewhere, it just can't flow between the interfaces that are configured as protected ports. And this is only a local switch feature. So if I have VLANs that span multiple switches and I want to prevent devices in on different switches in the same VLAN from communicating, this protected port feature won't work. So it's a local feature to the specific device. Also known as PVLAN Edge. Maybe you've heard of it before. PVLAN Edge or PVLAN Lite, some people call it. But it's really the protected port feature. Let's go ahead and configure it on ASW1. So right now, Fast Ethernet 0/1 and Fast Ethernet 0/2, both within VLAN 10. And we have successful communication between PC1 and PC2. Let's prove it. We'll type in ping 10.1.1.20. So right now, PC1 can successfully ping PC2. Let's stop this from happening with the protected port feature. On ASW1, we go to Interface, Fast Ethernet 0/1. After we type in Configure Terminal, Interface, Fast Ethernet 0/1. Switch port, protected. Now, I configured Fast Ethernet 0/1 as switch port protected. Is that enough? Let's take a look at that. Can I still ping PC2? The answer is yes. Why? Because PC2's interface that it's connected to on ASW1 is not a protected port. The protected port feature says do not allow traffic between protected ports. So I also have to do the configuration on Fast Ethernet 0/2 in order to completely accomplish my goal. So interface, Fast Ethernet 0/2, switch port protected. Now let's verify if we have successfully suppressed communication between PC1 and PC2. And we have. You can see that the ping is no longer allowed between PC1 and PC2. But can we still communicate with our default gateway? 10.1.1.1 is our default gateway's IP address. There we go. Why? Because Gigabit Ethernet 0/1 and 0/2 are not protected ports. Therefore, we can successfully send the traffic between the protected port and the non-protected port. But between protected ports, nope. All traffic has been suppressed.